Hi, I'm Esther Verges, and I'm going to tell you about our research project. So, the ubiquitous use of smartphones to pay bills, find dates, communicate with parents and children, obtain directions, stay up to date on current events, send candid selfies, and to simply feel a part of society has likely come with a profound impact on psychological well being. The research question for study one is: how does active and passive smartphone use relate to positive affect, negative affect, and life satisfaction? I predicted that active smartphone use would be positively correlated with negative affect. 356 participants completed an online survey containing demographic questions, questions concerning smartphone use, the scale of positive and negative experiences, and the satisfaction with life scale. The correlational analysis revealed associations between smartphone use and negative affect. The findings suggest that active smartphone use, such as communicating with people, taking pictures, playing games, etc., and passive smartphone use, such as listening to podcasts or music, viewing the lock screen notifications, or checking the time, are associated to an increased risk at experiencing negative emotion. As hypothesized, active smartphone use was related to negative affect. The research question for study two is: how does a lack of smartphone use affect psychological well-being? I predicted that after 24 hours of no smartphone use, life satisfaction and positive affect would increase while negative affect decreased. 14 participants completed an online survey containing the scale of positive and negative experiences as well as the satisfaction with life scale at time 1 after a relatively normal smartphone use. Participants spent the next 24 hours without their smartphone. After the 24 hours of no smartphone use, participants took another survey almost identical to the first survey. The results indicated that 24 hours of no smartphone use caused positive affect and life satisfaction to increase while negative affect decreased. In the present studies, there were several strengths. Both studies emphasized ecological validity to evaluate the relationship between smartphone use and well-being in a realistic and natural setting. Another strength of both studies was that they were pre-registered. A final strength of the studies were that they included several dimensions of well-being. However, the present studies are not without limitations. The data in these studies were collected through a self-report survey, which can potentially limit the strengths of a study's results. Another possible limitation in study 2 is the sample size, because 14 participants may not accurately represent larger populations. I think a replication of these studies that includes a larger sample size in additional countries would improve the generalizability of these results.